there and welcome to Aljana Fit. My mother and I have created this channel in order to share our journeys to achieve the highest quality of life through training, nutrition, and knowledge of our body. If you are into these topics and also want to improve your health, feel good from the inside and shine within, then subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's get started. If you clicked on this video, then most probably you're not really happy with the way your belly looks right now. And it's okay, all of us have insecurities. And the first thing I want you to remember is that your appearance doesn't identify who you are. And this is an insecurity that can be so easily corrected, and every girl can have a belly that she wants. In this video, I'll discuss our top tips and tricks that you can use in order to achieve the belly of your dreams. Before we start, let's look at the basics. So commonly known as belly is basically your abdomen, which is located in between your chest and your pelvis. The abdomen contains all the digestive organs, including your stomach, your pancreas, your large and small intestines, as well as the muscles that hold them in place. Just imagine how many processes are going on there every single day. It's not only about the abs muscle exercises, it's actually about your digestion. So if your digestion is out of whack, then your belly or your abdomen is gonna look like a balloon. That's facts. This brings us to the first tip or the point, is that you really need to regulate your digestion. You can do so by drinking 2 glasses of lukewarm water before each meal and first thing in the morning, as well as switch to whole foods and avoid some processed foods. You should also eat calmly and actually chew your food more than 30 times. This can be a video on its own, so if you would like to learn more about digestion, then leave a comment down below and we'll definitely make a new video for you. Now let's go further. The truth is, you can see the abs as a muscle only if you have a specific volume of fat. So the lower body fat you have, the more visible they are. But you might already know that we cannot spot reduce the fat. And the way this fat storages are located are very individual. So you'll need to be reasonably lean in order to see your abs. From my personal experience, the way my body stores fat is that I get more body fat on my hip area rather than my ab area. So when I lose weight, my upper body becomes very small and defined. When I was heavier than I am right now, I still had flat stomach. This is my genetics. It might be different for you. You might store your fat in the belly area. But the good news is that you can still work on it and you can still achieve that narrow waist and defined muscles if you do vacuum exercises, which I'll be talking about further, which is an isometric exercise that trains the transverse abdominis, which is your deepest abdomen muscle. When this muscle is stronger, it makes your core stronger. So you'll be able to protect your spine during the exercises and also even improve digestion. It basically holds your muscles tight, and by having strong internal muscles, it improves the digestion. Watch this video till the end in order to know how to do this exercise correctly. The third and most important point here is that your abs are actually made in the kitchen. I know you heard it a lot, but it's true. Unhealthful nutrition negatively impacts our digestion and our overall health. But it's not just that. It actually impacts your body composition as well. If your nutrition is mostly good quality foods, natural foods, whole foods, then your body composition is going to be better. You're going to have more muscle mass and thus you're going to be leaner. So if you watch over what you put in your body, you'll see better results in the abdominal area. Now let's move to the exercises. The main function of the abdominal muscles is to support the trunk, to hold your organs in place by regulating the internal abdomen pressure. The deep abdominal muscles, together with the muscles in the back, constitute your core muscles and help to keep your body stable and balanced and protects your spine. If your abdominal muscles are not strong enough, then it also negatively impacts your digestion. It becomes slower. See, it's all connected. You need to have healthful nutrition and you need to train your muscles You cannot separate those two. There are many exercises that deem to give you those perfect six-pack abs. But in order to understand which exercises work the best, let's look at the abs anatomy closer. Our abs are constituted by rectus abdominis, obliques, and transverse abdominis. Rectus abdominis is the boss that everyone is working to get. It's going to give you that six-pack look. The main function of the rectus abs is to move your rib cage towards your pelvis. The transverse abdominis is a thin, flat sheet of muscle that lies beneath the rectus abs and obliques. It works to stabilize the torso and pull your midsection in. The obliques, the exterior and interior, are on the sides of your abdomen. Their primary function is bending your torso towards one side or the other and rotating your torso. Spoiler alert, if you want a narrower waist, then you should avoid doing isolated exercises targeting obliques. So those include side crunches, side weighted crunches, so basically everything side. Both my mother and I have found that vacuum, classic crunches, reverse crunches, and mountain climbers engage our rectus abs the most. They also engage your obliques, but the main focus in the exercise, if performed correctly, would be on the rectus abs. We do not do isolated obliques exercises, as we have found with the experience that they increase the volume of the waistline, and we would like to keep it narrow. But we've been doing stomach vacuum exercise for more than 8 years, and we've seen a huge difference when we do it and when we don't, because it kind of holds your stomach together from the inside, if it makes sense, and then you can hold your belly in that way throughout the day. We have seen a major difference in stomach vacuum and digestion as well, so we continue doing it every single day. Now let's look at the technique with which we perform these exercises. However, we're just sharing our own experience, and although my mother is a certified personal trainer, we cannot control the way you perform the exercise, so we would like to kindly ask you, if you're not feeling very confident in performing these exercises, then please ask for offline help. But if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. The first exercise that we'll look at is classic crunches. Most of us have some experience in performing classic crunches, so I'll just mention the main points here. Pay attention to your range of motion. Rise till the lower edge of your shoulder blades. On the exhale, do just a slight twist. Bend your body by using your hands. Press your head on your palms and press your palms on your head. You should feel the maximum twist in the chest area. The main task here is to pull your lower ribs to your pubic bones. Inhale with your stomach when you're bringing your body down on 2 counts. Exhale on 4 counts when twisting. Hold on top, flex your rectus abs, and hold for 1 or 2 counts on the top. The main thing here is not how fast you're doing this exercise or how many repetitions you can perform. You need to focus on the slow and smooth movement if you want to achieve the best results. The thing is, your body doesn't know how many repetitions you performed or how many kilos you're lifting in the gym, but your body knows how long your muscle is under tension. The more time under tension you get, the best results you'll achieve, and the more effective the exercise is. Now let's look at the reverse crunches. Put the palms of your hands slightly on the sides at a 45-degree angle relative to your body. Press the palms of your hands into the floor. On the exhale, twist the pelvis towards you, and then lift your hips and twist them towards your chest. As you inhale, slowly unwind down without dropping your body. Again, inhale with your stomach when you are bringing your body down on 2 counts, and exhale when twisting on 4 counts. Hold on top for 1 or 2 counts. Do not go fast or drop your body. Ensure your motion is slow and controlled. Now let's look at the mountain climbers. Assume a plank position and inhale on 2 counts with your stomach. Then on the exhale, on 4 counts, twist your body by bringing your knee as if you want to reach your forehead. Feel that you are pulling your navel inward up. Try to round your lower back and chest. It is not a side movement. The knee goes underneath your body, reaching the forehead. You can interchange the legs or do with one and then change. It's really up to you. And now our top secret exercise, the stomach vacuum. I'll demonstrate you two versions of how you can do the stomach vacuum. This exercise has to be performed on the empty stomach, preferably the first thing in the morning before you drink your water. And consult your doctor if you have any contraindications to perform this exercise, such as chronic digestive disease, pregnancy and childbirth recovery, surgery rehabilitation, tumors, heart or respiratory diseases. You also should not do vacuum exercises during your period or if you have any cysts. So always contact your medical professional about your individual situation. So the first variation is laying down. It's the easier variation. Lay down on the mat comfortably. Inhale through the nose on 2 counts with your stomach, actually your diaphragm, which is located just below your rib cage, and slowly exhale all the air on 6 counts through your mouth, with your lips pursed. Contract your transverse abdominis, you'll feel the burn inside of the muscle, and hold for 5 to 10 counts or as long as you can. Then repeat 5 to 10 times. It's very important that you do not focus on sucking in your stomach, but actually hold it with your transverse abdominis muscle, so the internal muscles. Because if you just suck in the stomach, you're not contracting the transverse abdominis, making the exercise less effective. The other variation is standing up. Slightly bend your knees and put the palms of your hands on the knees, taking a deep breath through your nose on 2 counts, expanding the diaphragm. Slowly exhale on 6 counts and draw in your lower abs by contracting your abdominal muscles. Hold the position as long as you can and repeat several times. Again, focus on muscle contraction. Feel the burn within the muscle and do not suck in your stomach. Talking from personal experience, as I have PCOS, quite often I develop cysts. So during those times I cannot do this exercise. However, when I'm able to, I perform them every single day, and I have seen a difference in the digestion, in the way I hold the posture and my waistline overall. Now the question is, how many times a week should we train our abs? Both my mother and myself, we don't do separate days to train our abs. We do stomach vacuums every single morning. We also throw in some abs exercises during our strength trainings. So for example, before doing the workout or after, we would do some crunches, some planks and some other exercises, or on the cardio days. What we found is that in order to have small waistline and tight stomach, you don't really have to do abs on a separate day or have a separate workout, especially if you do strength training, because during the compound movements and other exercises, abs are also engaged. So from our personal experience, what we found best is when we throw in some sets during the strength training or in the mornings in order to keep our core strong and engaged. We hope that these tips and tricks will help you, and if you really enjoyed this video, then smash the like button and leave us a comment down below if you have any suggestions or comments. We thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye guys!